We've been taught, often implicitly, that the loudest voice in the room commands attention, that if we raise our voices, we'll be heard. We've been conditioned to believe that volume equates to importance, and that assertiveness, even aggression, is the key to making our point. But is this really true? Does raising your voice truly make you heard, or does it simply create a barrier to genuine communication? We're led to believe that if we argue hard enough, if we push our point relentlessly, we'll win. That the person who can shout the loudest or present their case with the most force will ultimately prevail. But what kind of victory is that, really? Is it a victory of understanding or simply a victory of dominance? But here's the truth, a truth that often gets lost in the heat of the moment. Nobody really wins an argument. Even if you win in the sense that you get the other person to concede, what have you truly gained? Often you've damaged the relationship, created resentment, and deepened the divide between you, whether it's between parents and children, where power dynamics are already skewed, and arguments often leave lasting scars. Spouses, where arguments can erode the very foundation of love and trust. Coworkers, where arguments can poison the work environment and hinder productivity. Or people who just see the world differently. People with different backgrounds, experiences, and beliefs, arguing creates one thing only: more arguing. It's a self-perpetuating cycle of negativity, where each argument fuels the next, creating a toxic environment of constant conflict. The media profits from arguments. Conflict drives ratings, and sensationalized debates keep viewers glued to their screens. So do political pundits. They thrive on division, using inflammatory rhetoric to rally their base and demonize the opposition. Even attorneys fuel conflict, because chaos pays. The legal system, while necessary, often benefits from drawn-out disputes and adversarial proceedings. But what if there's a better way? A way to communicate effectively, resolve disagreements peacefully, and build stronger relationships? There is. It's called boundaries. It's about defining your limits, respecting your needs, and communicating them clearly to others. And not the kind you impose on others. Not the kind that seeks to control or manipulate, but the kind that protects your own well-being. I'm talking about the boundaries you set for yourself. The internal guidelines that dictate how you will respond to conflict and protect your emotional space. You can't argue with someone who doesn't argue back. When you refuse to engage in the cycle of escalation, you disarm the other person and create an opportunity for a different kind of interaction. That's not weakness. It's not about being passive or submissive. That's power, control, emotional strength. It's about choosing your response rather than reacting impulsively. It's about maintaining your composure in the face of adversity. Here's how you shift from arguing to effective, respectful dialogue, how you break free from the cycle of conflict and create space for genuine understanding, or healthy disengagement. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply walk away. State your boundary clearly. I'm open to discussion, not conflict. Let the other person know that you're willing to engage in a conversation, but not in a shouting match. Don't match their energy. Stay calm, no matter how loud they get. Resist the urge to escalate. Maintain a calm and steady demeanor, even if the other person is losing control. Walk away if needed. Disengage, not to win, but to protect your peace. Sometimes the best way to win is to simply remove yourself from the situation. Invite healthy debate. If we're both calm, I'm happy to continue. Let the other person know that you're willing to resume the conversation when they're able to approach it with a calmer and more respectful attitude. It's not about winning. It's not about proving you're right and the other person is wrong. It's about understanding. It's about seeking to understand the other person's perspective, even if you don't agree with it. It's about protecting your energy, your relationships, and your dignity. It's about prioritizing your well-being and maintaining your integrity, even in the face of conflict. The cycle of arguing ends with you. You have the power to break the pattern and choose a different path. And when you choose peace over power, you win more than any argument ever could. You gain inner peace, stronger relationships, and a greater sense of self-respect. Subscribe to Mediation and Mitigation Solutions for more videos on emotional boundaries, conflict resolution, and healing through compassion. We're dedicated to providing you with the tools and resources you need to navigate conflict constructively and build healthier relationships. Let's stop arguing together. Let's create a world where communication is based on understanding and respect, rather than aggression and dominance. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more insights on emotional boundaries and conflict resolution. Your support helps us create more content for you,